Hi there, this is Anna Prosser, Uncontrollable, here at MLG Dallas for Team Liquid, standing here with TLO. How are you doing today?
Hey, thanks, I'm doing great. I expected to be a lot more jet-lagged, but now that I'm at the event, I'm feeling just great.
Great. So what are you anticipating for today, or what have you already experienced here at this venue?
Well, I haven't really experienced any yet, but I'm anticipating a lot. I think I'm going to go really far in the tournament, so I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, so what have your preparations been? You're feeling pretty confident right now. Where does that confidence come from?
Well, it's quite simple, really. I'm coming from Korea, and it's the toughest way to practice right now. And I haven't been to a lot of foreign events after Korea, so I'm really excited to see if it actually did anything for me.
Okay, and the question on everyone's mind is that you've recently made the decision to leave Korea and go back to Europe. Can you tell us a little bit about that decision?
Well, it's mostly out of personal reasons, really. I miss my family, my home, and I just feel like I need to go back to Europe I don't know, I feel I'm going to be more happy there. But I might return to Korea one day. I don't know, maybe.
Okay, so how do you think that move might affect your play, and what are you going to do in terms of your practice and your preparation to accommodate that change?
Well, I'm still going to play StarCraft 2 full time, so I don't think it's going to affect me as much. I might not have as many good practice partners, but esport is booming and Europe and America is getting bigger, so I'm quite confident I can just do my career in Europe too.
So another big change is that you've recently switched races. How is that going to affect your practice, or how are you feeling about that change?
Well, I'm feeling great about the change. The thing is, I have only had a few weeks to practice Zerg yet, so it might affect me at the tournament, but I'm still feeling very confident about it. And for me, it seems like I have way more potential as a Zerg player. There's always stuff I know what to improve of. As Terran, I reached a level where I just didn't know how to get better. But as Zerg, I don't see that point. I don't see how I can reach that point as Zerg. There's always stuff you have to do as Zerg. And that's great.
Great. So are there any players as a Zerg that you're looking out for more now than you would have as a Terran?
I don't know. Usually I just don't look so much at other players, to be honest. I don't mean that to be rude or arrogant. I just like to do my own thing, like explore the game myself.
Okay, so you're preparing more just as a Zerg against different races than against specific players?
Yeah, I don't like to see my opponent as a special player, but just as a race he plays. So I'm completely open-minded what's going on.
So what are some of the strategies that you've been preparing specifically, if you don't mind sharing them?
Well, I don't really know how to call the strategies or anything, but I'm going to play a very aggressive Zerg star, I can tell you that.
Okay, great. Do you have any predictions for how this tournament might end up in the next few days?
Of course, Liquid is completely going to own the tournament. We've got 7 guys over here, and I think it's going to be ours.
Great. Any specific players you think are going to come out on top?
I think Red has really good chances, Huck. But everybody in Liquid really has a chance to go to the finals.
Okay, great. Well, are there any surprises that you can see, or do you think this is really going to come down to who practiced the most, and pretty much whoever we expect is going to come out on top is going to come out on top?
Well, it wouldn't be such a big surprise if I knew, but I think people are going to be surprised by Jinro because he hasn't been too famous and too successful yet, but he's practicing so much in Korea right now, and I think he's going to be very good.
Okay, great. Well, are there any other shout-outs or observations you want to share with us?
Well, of course I want to have a shout-out to my friends and family in Europe. Actually, I'm finally coming back, and I think everybody's looking forward to that. And I am too.
Definitely. Well, thanks for taking the time to speak with us today.
You're welcome.
Back to you, Team Liquid.